Hey, what's up, guys? Steve here again. Fair warning before you watch this video, it might be a little bit anxiety provoking. But just a positive before I start this video, I am making slow improvements with my seasonal affective disorder, if that's what I truly have. Morning anxiety is getting a little bit better. Depression's making slow improvements. Still have anxiety, still have depression though. It's not a quick fix. I wanted to make this video because I'm alarmed about something, about how many people, whether it be thousands, whether it be millions of people who have anxiety, and the pure thought gives me anxiety. What provoked this thought is that I just left my functional medicine practitioner's appointment, and he's giving a free class on January 9th about anxiety. And I asked him, I said, do you have a good amount of patients with anxiety? And he said anxiety and weight loss are his number 2 things that he helps people with. And him himself, he suffered from anxiety for years and he wasn't sure why. I asked him his reason why. He said poor diet, lack of vitamins, and adrenal fatigue. And he says he thinks that I obviously have a lot of these. So I said, do you think I'll learn anything from this class? And he said yes. He said He said, Steve, you know a lot more than a lot of other people. But he said, I think you'll learn from it. So he's like, I'd like to see you there. And he said that this isn't the first time he's done the class, and that people do show up, and he said you'd be surprised how many people come. But it's mostly females. And that bugged me too, because a lot of males don't talk about their feelings. They don't let people know something's wrong. They don't ask for help. I'm one of the lucky ones who did ask for help, and I do ask for help, and I do let people know what's going on, and I do talk about what's happening in my life regarding my mood disorders, my depression, and my anxiety. This outlet right here, YouTube, has helped me a tremendous amount, but there's so many people suffering in this world with depression and anxiety, and it got me to thinking, I don't know if it's our diet, I don't know if it's the food we're eating, I don't know if it's the preservatives, I don't know if it's the additives, I don't know what could cause so many people to suffer like this. I don't know if it's been just the last couple decades or if it's been for hundreds of years that people have gone through anxiety and depression day in and day out without an answer, without improvement. It's sad to me. It's alarming to me. I wish there was a way that we could help each other out more than just YouTube and more than just forums. And I'm not beating YouTube and I'm not beating forums, because a lot of stuff on YouTube and a lot of things on forums and websites have truly saved me. And I'm very grateful for them. I've learned a hell of a lot about anxiety, a hell of a lot about depression, and the inner workings of the human body and what it takes to create different catecholamines, like the serotonins and dopamine and norepinephrine and epinephrine, and things about adrenal fatigue, vitamin B deficiencies and vitamin D deficiencies, thyroid function. I've learned a lot. There's not a lot of people who even have the energy to be able to do that. And I'm in the midst of one of my lows that I've had in about a year. Last year was terrible. I was going through depression and benzodiazepine withdrawal. I just wish that there was more that I could do for myself and more than I could do for other people who are going through mood disorders as well. Mine being depression and anxiety, obviously, but I know there's more out there, and it's terrible how I went into the hospital last year in February for suicidal thoughts, depression. At the end of my benzodiazepine taper, I was a complete mess. Checked myself into the hospital, and not once was I tested for vitamin B deficiencies, vitamin D deficiencies, serotonin deficiency, dopamine deficiency. I wasn't tested for anything. I was just given a pill every day. Try out this antidepressant, try out this antidepressant, try out this anxiety medication, try out this anxiety medication, and none of it fixes the real problem. And yeah, my anxiety levels are higher because I know I have low serotonin. And if it's due to seasonal affective disorder, then so be it. But I know that I'm better than I was last year. I wish I felt like I did a month or two ago. But I don't. And I just gotta roll with the punches. Just like the rest of us, we have ups and downs and relapses. And it sucks. It's a part of life. And I wish it didn't have to be. I just wish there was more I could do, more than just this YouTube channel. I've thought about doing things, but I'm not certified in anything. You know, I don't have a single certification in a medical field. All I could do is make this YouTube channel, which I have very little subscribers, but just the people that I've been able to reach out to, and the people who have reached out to me, I'm extremely grateful for. Just the connection to have with other people who are suffering with depression, suffering with anxiety, coming off of benzodiazepines. It's a rough world, and a lot of us feel like we're in it alone. And it doesn't have to be that way. You can reach out to other people and ask for help and look for alternative methods other than just medicine. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to get that off my chest, just how much I've noticed. Even people that I know personally, you know, around my town, around that I grew up with, who have suffered from anxiety, suffered from depression, just as bad as I have. And some cases were worse, and some cases were better. Because not everyone's the same. It's not a cookie cutter mold for depression and anxiety. It's crazy. And one thing that I wanted to add to the end of this video is there was something that I noticed when I was in the hospital with my heart attack. When I woke up in the hospital, I would not need my Klonopin right away. That's my anxiety medication. I would wake up fine, and I just went by their rules. Usually I'd wake up, take my Klonopin 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes I didn't get it until 10, and I felt okay. And I watched a video recently about how our mind links certain, I would say, locations to anxiety, certain locations to depression. It's our defense mechanism. That comes from the caveman days. It's when you're in a spot that you experience danger, or what we think is danger, our anxiety. It will happen over and over and over until we work our way out of it. I experienced panic attacks in my bed, and that could be a reason why I wake up with morning anxiety. And I've been trying to work through that. You know, it made a lot of sense. You know, we remember getting burned more than we remember the good things. It's just the way we stay alive. And I know now that a lot of the anxiety that I have in the morning can be avoided. I just have to learn how to avoid it. You know, I wake up every day with morning anxiety, but when I was in the hospital, I didn't have it, which is kind of mind-boggling, but it's food for thought. Anyways, guys, I rambled way too long in this video. I wish you all the best of luck with your mood disorders, your anxiety, your depression, or whatever you have. And I want you guys to please keep your heads up, please keep fighting, and please keep surviving. And I'll see you in the next video. Be well.